There is a time for everything, and that is what our people must understand. Nobody has stopped you who is outside the cabinet, from criticizing the government. You can continue criticizing it until the cows come back home. And do it properly. Because I also want to be criticized. I want to be critiqued as a member of the executive for me to deliver services properly. But don't expect me to join you in criticizing the executive. That can't be my work. If it is your work, do it. Do it properly. Do it properly. As I do mine, which is to execute. Since the beginning of last year and towards the end, Kenya has seen some very, very positive changes. To Jodalawa Nyoro Okuni Nyoro actually, the whole week. Nyocha an Western Kenya. Msafara mar president. Icho Bungoma, Busia, Vihiga, Kakamega, Alwora. To kiwotho kangama wangi neno malung. To ifwenyo ni ogeniwa moko se chako go atua. Ji pangore. Onjere uru. Dhano pangore. Wanto Karwaka podwarich kod analysis. Analysis mo room. Aningenu Gampa kaneno onge. Siasa kaindi. Mcha winjo kaya moko wuoyo kawan gini. Kawan uyoma kucho. Inge atinde ko yena duoko ji. Chan waziri. Awen makamu madili kodish. Madili kodigi. Ingeyo okinyal nyisa ni an as a cabinet secretary ni monda bedo position within the government. Ni monda kosoa serikali, ni monda criticize, ni karach to monda kwe. To kwero no anase kwero saidi. Kinde mokaloka. Kenda lonye sawa. Kata bunge mcha antiecha nyocha bende ngama kwero molo ya ungi. So there is time for everything. Oh come on. Man Ecclesiastes go say. Yes. There is a time for everything, and that is what our people must understand. Nobody has stopped you who is outside the cabinet, from criticizing the government. You can continue criticizing it until the cows come back home. Oh come on. And do it properly. Because I also want to be criticized. I want to be critiqued as a member of the executive for me to deliver services properly. But don't expect me to join you in criticizing the executive. That can't be my work. If it is your work, do it. Do it properly. Do it properly. As I do mine, which is to execute. Since the beginning of last year and towards the end, Kenya has seen some very, very positive changes. Ingene yande wane chadok mapeka inya. Manyo cha piny ma Kenya ni kod chandruok matamre gono weche mag uchumi. And in terms of rating mar credit. Sani sama wuoyeni kawuono landi. Gimoni Moody's rating. Ni in terms of credit rating, Kenya will move from negative to positive. Kenya as a country. Nikech sirikal mar Kenya sani koro implement policies eyo mowinjore. Koro jomoa oko machalo IMF, chalo World Bank, and other financial institutions can lend this country money without bothering. Positive credit rating for the first time in a very long time. Marario, for the first time, Kenya oko nyeo gimiluongo ni oduma kwa oko mar Kenya. For the first time, the country has produced sufficient maize for domestic production, consumption and possible export. Tomorrow dek, washmar sugarcane. The sugar industry is an industry that affects or concerns our people most in Nyanza Kaindi and Western Kenya, and some parts of Rift Valley. For the first time in our history, or in a very long time, the country has produced sufficient sugar. Maonge ene import masukari madhitimore. Tomolo ya inya. Sani koro welo aoko mabiro limbe ka mangeny makata hotel capacity gihingo. Kidhi Coast and everywhere. Those are positive signs. And they are a testament to the fact that the broad-based government is working. Sirikal mantieni jawadwa krotiyo. Onjere uru. Is working. And it cannot be that every time Majaluone Sirikal, so he wants to apologize. He wants to regret. It can't be. That is a fallacy. Sirikal and property marjo Kenya te, regardless of kamagi aye. And therefore, Jaluo, just like any other community, they got the right to be in government and to participate in the affairs of the government. Kura want to appeal to Jawang Podu Kikodogi. Negiteru moves. Okamano. Wano kwa fuo. We are not foolish. Kende bende jamafuo teni sani saidi Kenya kaindi. Wangeyo ke mwatemo. Wangeyo kama ae. Wangeyo kama wantie. Tukamwadhi bende wangeyo. Kuro anini. Anya lobo kura kaja neko. Tawe ko mancha uyera mbunge. Toku mbunge kende. Nyocha ande telo marazimio Kenya mangima. Parliament kuchu. I was the leader of more than 150 MPs. Man, I'm your direction. I bet you mangeng alogo mbotok nyalo yudo common. I can tell you. I can tell you. Inyalo yiri MP to iti lal Nairobi kuchi bunge makata runi ngama winjo. Nyao tami uwe higi nikata muna prareo. Now, koro I can't be a mad person. Manyalo wayo kombe madongo dongo. Man called 10-hour service. Tired on the executive. I go kwano. Oh, come on. Hey, and kwano mago, kwano mabora eh. Okay, and kwano matin. Hey, and kwano mabor kori. Sawa sawa. Hey, kuro unhore urumos. Onjure uru. Ore urumos. Tojo kokogo, to be give them a cook. Hey. Give him a leg cook. Give him a leg cook. Oh, come on. Hey, what we want is that both levels of government must serve the people. We want quality service to our people. We are very clear in our minds what we are doing and how we intend to continue doing it. Oh, come on. To watch Marsiasa to Podi. Podi. And I niso jawagika an elgeo marakwet. Na dhiyo kamdo ni tot. Pinyma bora inya. Na dhiyo kanyo elamo. Dhiyo mokalo. To anyiso gi. Ni joma osiko sani chikore gi. They are wasting their time. Gi kaso miel to miel poko chakore. Onjore uru. Miel poko chakore to gi chak gi oji gi miel. Tiende gi bro tur kan poko chak miel. Sawa sawa. Watch mar siasa podi kabisa. What we want to do is to work for Kenyans as a government. The broad-based government under President William Ruto has committed to work for all Kenyans without any form of discrimination. Without any form of discrimination. And this government has got plans for every county and every constituency and every ward. And every ward. So we want to concentrate as we speak between now and 2027 on service delivery. When the time comes, what the pogo diek grombi. We are going to differentiate G called Joe. Okamano. A. And it will be an election like no other. It will be an election like no other. Baba Raila Amolo Odinga wangadiera kenwa lemo kinya kutienu. First and foremost, it is important to appreciate the fact that Kenya is on a positive trajectory. The government of the Republic of Kenya under President William Ruto has done whatever it takes to ensure that first and foremost the economy is back on its tracks and that the country continues to gain positive recognition internationally. Today, we have seen that our credit rating has moved from negative to positive, which is a very, very positive development, if you ask me. It therefore means that we are going to be able to get positive consideration by international lenders and development partners going forward. Secondly, you know that for the first time in very many years, this country has produced enough maize for domestic consumption. And therefore, this country will spend very little money, if any, in maize imports. Similarly, we have been able for the first time in so many years to produce enough sugar for domestic consumption. All these are work towards ensuring that we save our foreign exchange and build the economy. So the economy itself is on a rebound, and everybody is going to appreciate this in the fullness of time. So the government is doing a lot that needs to be appreciated, even though we can't stop those who want to criticize. Criticizing is normal, it's expected. It's expected. In fact, it's the work of the parliament, both National Assembly and Senate, to oversight the government, oversight the executive. Okay? That is the work of the National Assembly and the Senate. In the same manner, it is the work of the county assemblies to oversight county executives. But to expect me, as a member of the executive, to participate in the criticism of the government that I serve in is to stretch the imagination too far. Is actually to be delusional. Is actually to betray the very principles of democracy that we have been fighting to safeguard all these years. So those who are busy criticizing the government should continue doing so. Nobody has stopped them. Please continue doing so. But don't expect me to join you in criticizing the same government, the very government that I serve in. As a cabinet secretary, I've got more than enough avenues and platforms and fora for me to air my views. It is none of your business, you who is outside the executive, to dictate to me how I should conduct myself within the executive. So you continue playing your role of criticizing the government or critiquing it. Okay? But please understand that I cannot join you. In any event, in my previous life as a member of parliament and as leader of minority party, I don't think there's anybody who could have taught me how to criticize. I was very good at criticism and oversight and critiquing. So there's nothing new you're teaching me. And you cannot lecture me on how to conduct myself whilst I serve in the executive. It is not within your province to lecture me, okay, on how to carry myself while serving the government under the president. Okay? You do your role, I do mine. But more importantly, those who are busy making noise out there, despite all the obvious positive steps that the government is making, you can also continue in the same manner. But rest assured that when the hour of reckoning comes, when push comes to shove, when the rubber meets the road, okay, we shall meet with you down here with the people. And these people are not foolish. Kenyans are not foolish. They know for sure what steps or gains have been realized under this government. And we continue to achieve milestone after milestone as time goes by. So those who are out there chest stamping, crowing, and doing all sorts of proclamations are dancing themselves lame before the real dance begins. The matter of next elections will come, and we shall deal with it, okay, in the best way we know, okay? Yeah. And Kenyans ni wale wale. Kenyans ni wale wale. Yeah. Na watajua vile watafanya. And they will appreciate, I can tell you. Yes. When the chips are down, Kenyans will understand and they differentiate between noisemakers and doers. I can assure you that we are doers as the government of the Republic of Kenya. Asanteni sana.